Hello, it is I. And I wouldn't be in a depressive episode in any way, shape, or form. Nope, it wouldn't be me at all. But hypothetically, if I were to be in a depressive episode, it would be because I suddenly am doing nothing. And by I mean suddenly doing nothing, I mean graduating culinary class and then trying to find a job. um, so now I just have a bunch of free time, and then my other work doesn't have any shifts. So I'm not doing anything. And then on top of that, it just hurts to exist because of this fucking leg. Hypothetically, of course, right? But yeah, turns out depression is a bitch. Who would have thought? Um, I mean, I don't know. That's whatever. I'll get over it. But by God, does it suck ass. There's like thoughts that I just shouldn't have. And it's not even like it is killing myself, right? But that's like at the bottom of the board. Like I would rather kill myself than have the thoughts I'm having because those ones are kind of dangerous where it's like, yeah, you should get back with your ex. No, Mason, don't fucking do that. You weren't actually happy. They didn't actually do what you like. They weren't like actually doing anything for you. They were just holding you back. And if anything, they were just kind of siphoning energy from you. And I just have to tell myself that because it's like that's what's happening. That's what was going on, Mason. What the fuck? Stop being a yearner, you know? Stop thinking that like if you just try hard enough, it'll work itself out. It's like no. Like that's not how this works. And it really sucks. And what sucks even more is that I have a really unhealthy relationship with pain because since I feel like shit, I feel like I don't deserve anything. So then I don't ask for help in any way. And I mean like in any way where it's just like, yep, it fucking sucks. That hurt. All right, cool. I could barely walk. My grandparents gave me like this heat patch and and I felt so shitty. And then like they went to Costco and then my grandpa was like he woke me up at 9 like or sometime like around there like he said he would where it was like to help get them get waters and stuff. It's like okay cool. So then he wakes me up. I'm like hey, he's like hey, when do you go to bed? It's like 5 a.m. It's like oh why? And I was like nothing really, I'm just my leg's not cooperating, I'll get up. And he's like no that's fine, I'll get the waters and stuff and come back and then you can help unload. I'm like okay cool. Meanwhile, my fucking leg is killing me. I was like trying to get up, and I was like, ugh, because it's for some reason worse in the morning than it is any other time. But then I was like, wait, I'm getting a little bit too much sleep. What's going on? I look at the time. Oh, that's weird. It's like 1 o'clock. I walk out. Huh, that's weird. No one's home. Huh. Call my grandparents. Walk into the garage. Oh, hey, everything's already unloaded. And then I'm like, hey, why'd you guys not ask me for help like you said you would? They were like, my grandma was like, yeah, you wanted to let you sleep. I'm like, no, I said I would help. Like, yeah, I'm injured. But like, and I walk with a limp, but like, you know, you need help, so I'll help. And it's just like, dear God. And I feel like such a piece of shit. And it's like, Mason, it's fine. You just need to rest. Just let yourself rest. Like, just because you're in pain doesn't mean that you don't deserve anything. And it sucks because when I was younger, that's pretty much exactly what would happen, where I was like, I would get like the most bare minimum treatment. Like, the only time I was actually taken seriously at all when I was younger was when I got my herniated disc and I couldn't walk, like, at all for about a month. So then I needed help to get to the bathroom, and I tried taking a bath, but I couldn't do that. Like, it just hurt that much. Like, I needed help for fucking everything. And then it was just like, and that was the only time I can remember, like, actually being taken care of and, like, kind of cared for when I was younger. Because when I was throwing up or whatever, it was like, you take care of it. It's like, okay, I guess I'll take care of it. You know, like, my bad. Or it's like, oh, you have a cold. That's cool. Go to school. Like, oh, okay. Like, it doesn't matter if you feel like shit. You just go. Like, why are you telling me? I'll be like, all right. But it literally took not being able to walk for them to do the bare minimum. And now it's like, that's affected me so much where it's like, I feel like shit if anyone helps me. Like, my ex, like, my back was hurting like a shit ton. It was just from stress. But like, my back was just hurting a shit ton, and I couldn't sleep, and I just felt uncomfortable. And then she this is like one of the few good things where she was like, do you want me to just heat up a towel in the dryer and bring it back? I'm like, yeah, but I could do that. And she's like, no, just lay down. I'm like, oh, okay. And I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I felt so bad. I don't even, like, why can't I accept people doing good things for me? Like, why do I have to feel like it helps in certain scenarios where it's like, I'm going to be kind no matter what. Where it's like, I'll be kind just to be kind. I'm not going to expect anything back. You know, if I do it, it's because I want to do it. Which is good. That's a good way to think about it. But then on the other side where it's like, sometimes I'm too kind. Like, like I go to when I go to work, I bring extra chairs, extra jacket, extra water, like, just in case someone needs it. And last shift, actually, two people needed extra chairs, and I was like, "Oh, you're in luck. I bring 3 just in case. 1 for myself and 2 for 2 other people. So, and it worked out. Because they were like, hey, Mason, can I borrow a chair? And I'm like, yeah, sure, you can have one right there. And then the other guy came up to me and he was like, hey, can I borrow a chair? I was like, yeah, sure, you could have this one. I need to get the other one in my car. And he's like, no, I could just borrow that one. I'm like, no. Like, someone's already using that. I'll just give you this one. I'll just go and get the other one for my car. It's like, oh, okay, cool, dude, thanks. It's like, yeah. Like, I just like making sure everyone around me is taken care of, you know? And that also includes, like, hey, if they're a bit lonely, I'll include them in on the conversation, you know? Because I hate being left out on a conversation. But it's like, if I'm being left out on a conversation and no one's wanting to talk to me, okay, cool, I just won't talk. You know, like, they're not including me, they don't want me included, you know? But, like, I try to be as kind as possible and make sure that everyone feels included. And then there's this one thing where it's like, but that's just how the way the world works, you know? Like, the world's not going to be nice. And it's like, why the fuck is that my problem? Like, what the fuck did I do? You know, like why am I the bad guy for being kind? No, everyone, like, why would I want to be a meanie head, you know? Like, why would I want to do that? That, like, I am physically incapable of being rude or being just a straight up dick in video games. I played Baldur's Gate and I couldn't be evil. I tried, I couldn't. It was really like I didn't even beat it. I was like, yeah, no, this is cool. I don't want to do that. And doing that in real life, absolutely not. Unless you're a dick. If you're a dick, then I'll tell you. I'll be like, hey, stop that. You know, like, let's rethink our actions here. There's like 2 people, I think. Definitely 1. Maybe 2 people in this world that I would genuinely fight without, I would be happy to fight them. Right? 1 being my stepdad. I would break his shins happily. I don't know. I don't even. No, I would have pain sympathy. Never mind, because I'm feeling it now. But I would still do it nonetheless. Because he fucking deserves it. Also, I learned that he had his 4th heart attack. Still hasn't died yet. What the fuck? Like, where is this coming from? How is he still alive? He had a triple bypass. How? Your 4th heart attack? Motherfucker. Why is it always the worst people that live the fucking longest? Why are they always the hardest to kill? Like, dear God, this fucking guy. Like, what he did to me and my family, he did to a whole other family and is probably going to do to another family, considering he got married again somehow. But, like, holy shit. And it's just like, he needs to be taken out. He needs to die. Something has to happen to him. Swear to God, the second he dies and I learn of it, and I know where his grave is, I'm pissing on his grave. I might dig his grave up, honestly. Maybe. Just to fucking desecrate his corpse. Like, that motherfucker does not deserve anything good. Nothing. And then on top of that, if he has ashes, shit. What do you do to someone's ashes? I don't know. Toss some cow shit. Do I toss the ashes in cow shit? I don't know. Anyway, but like it's just kind of insane where it's like I'm just in a depressive slump. Like I'm not taking my showers. And I mean showers, I mean I missed one day of showering. And I was like, "Oh, might be in a depressive episode." I also didn't even eat that much today. Surprisingly. But like it was just like I did watch on a positive note, I did watch the newest season of Shorzy. That was 6.4 out of 10, I would say. Unfortunately, no Sanguinet. He wasn't in there. He was in, like, I think the first episode over a phone call. So, it was just like, that's cool. And then, like, what else? I mean, I watched Ford versus Ferrari 2 days ago. That was a good film. I enjoyed that. But like, it's just like fucking insane. I don't know. I desperately need a job. I've been trying to find one. I went to this place that said they only accept in-person applicants. Like, okay, I go in person, fill out their form, give it to them. They're like, all right, if you don't hear from us before Tuesday, give us a call. And I'm like, I'm gonna call you tomorrow, so you know, we'll see about that, but whatever. But I really hope I get the job there because it seems like a genuinely fun place to work at. And I'm like, that would be nice. Hopefully, my bad handwriting doesn't scare them off. Nerve damage is a bitch. But it's just like, whatever. Also, I don't know if I talked about this. No, I don't think I have. But I I went like a full clean shave, um, and then I went to work, and they were like, "Hey, you look pretty good." I was like, "Oh, thank you." I don't know how I feel about it. They're like, "No, it looks good." I'm like, "Oh, okay, thanks." And then I was asking other people. I'm like, "Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about it." And then he was like, "I think you look better. Like, you just look better." And they were like, "Wow, that was kind of rude." I'm like, "No, it's like it's fine. Like I appreciate the honesty, you know. Like it's not like it was coming off as like a dick or anything. It was like that's cool, appreciate it." But then they were like, "Oh, how do you feel about that?" I'm like, I don't know, nothing. Like, do you feel like shit, or did that make you feel bad? I'm like, not that I'm aware of. Which is like one of my favorite responses. It's because it's like, not aware of it yet. I'll be in the shower, think about it later. Tell you to piss off. I don't know. But it was just like, but yeah, and it's like, god damn it. Cause it's like, I don't know. I don't know how I like being like all the way clean shaven. Cause I usually have a mustache and it's like there's not one, and it's like I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Like it, I guess it looks good because people think I genuinely look better. Like everyone was saying, "Yeah, you look good," unless they didn't mean it. I know one guy definitely meant it, but just like now I have to shave every like 2 to 3 days. Like fuck, god damn it, like ugh. Now I have to do more manscaping. Shit, such hard work. But what time is it? Oh, 3:33. Make a wish. But like, it's just insane. Like, also, I went, it hurts to sit for a while. So I went on a walk. It was a good walk. I don't know, I'm rambling at this point. But, end of story. I am in a depressive episode, and I'm really trying my best to not let it get a hold of me. So, also, my grandparents came back with a breakfast burrito for me. Absolutely slapping. Oh, one of the best breakfast burritos I had, actually. But like, I think the breakfast burrito was the highlight of the day. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good burrito. I love my grandparents, and I don't really know how to tell them that I love them this much because I don't show it well enough, and I think they understand because I've told them where it's like I just don't show emotion. Like it I struggle with it. When it comes to family, I struggle with showing emotion cuz it's just like you're going to punish me. Like and and now I have a resting bitch face because of it, and it's just like I don't like to talk in the mornings with family because I just didn't do that when I was younger. Like, I didn't do a lot of things when I was younger that is very normal in a lot of other households where it was like, I just didn't talk, I didn't really eat, and I would get in trouble for some fucking dumb reason. And I wasn't even a troublemaker. I was a good kid. And even then, I was just like, what the fuck? But, and it's just like, I wish I could, like, show them that I care for them and love them and whatnot. I feel like a failure. Like if I'm not being productive, I'm just a waste. And I don't know how to do. I don't know how to feel about that. I know that's not correct, but that's how I feel. So I have to somehow rewire myself where it's like, you're fine, Mason. You're trying to find a job. Like, you'll be okay. It's it's all right. Like you're working on yourself. You're trying to let yourself heal. You made your own doctor's appointment recently. Oh yeah, for physical therapy. That's a thing coming up. And then on top of that, like you're working out, you're improving yourself physically, you're actually applying for jobs, and you're using your resources to help like get the job. Like my chef was like, yeah, if you need like help finding it, like you could use me as like a reference, or just because I can call him, blah blah. All right, cool. So then I put him down as a reference, and then I tell him about where I uh, applied to, just in case he wants to call them, be like, hey, Mason's actually a really cool guy. Actually, he's actually 6'8", but you wouldn't know that by looking at him. But and then it's like, I'm really trying not to be a damper to anyone around me, and I'm just I'm really trying my best here. Trying my best not to blow my shit smooth off also. Or call my ex. Dear God. Like, Mason, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why would you want to do that? You already know. You already know it's not going to work. Second of all, what the fuck? Like, first, not going to work. Second, they don't treat you right. Third off, like, knowing all of that, you still are like, yeah, but it could be different. Like, I'm more like, but I like the feeling, you know? It's like, yeah, but the feeling's gonna be there, but it's not gonna be like what you need, you know? Like, what you need is a woman who is actually gonna, like, actually take care of you and actually be there for you and consider you and do things for you the same way that you would do all of that for them. Like, you can't be both at the same time. You need to let them do that. It's like, yeah, you're right, Mason. So don't call them. But it sucks. Because it's like, you're so close to being that, but you're just not. And it sucks that that was my best relationship, considering that it was still pretty, like, just alright. like, like, it was genuinely just alright. It was an alright relationship. And that's my best one so far. Like, I hate it. I hate being abused. I hate it. Why do I have to go through all of that? And then on top of that, go through all of that and still be a good person. What the fuck, Mason? What's wrong with you? Why would you have morals? Like, why would you do that? Why would you think about others when you weren't thought of? I just really hate when people aren't thought of. You know, it sucks. Now, I'm just rambling at this. I've probably been rambling for 10 minutes now. 30 minutes. But 10 minutes is probably rambling. And it's just like, dear God. Like, you're telling me that you got treated horribly. And you still came out like this? What would have happened if you were actually treated well? What would have happened then? Like holy shit, I'd be walking with sunshine in my pocket, thinking everything's sunshine and rainbows, thinking everything a game. Like goddamn. But no. I gotta, I don't know. I just had to deal with shit. I mean, it's taught me to get back up even if like you're at your lowest. At least I'm not like Ned Fulmer low. Dear God. I think I would kill myself if I was Ned Fulmer. I don't even know how you fucking continue after that one. He just dropped the ball. He didn't even drop the ball. He buried the ball. Like that's insane. Everything he wanted and he just fucking drops it all. Dear God. He's like, yeah, maybe I should cheat on my wife. That's right. With my employee. It's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Anyway, off topic. Well, not really off topic, but it's just like, what the fuck happened in my head where it was like, yeah, I got treated like absolute shit, so I'm gonna make sure that everyone around me doesn't get treated like that and doesn't feel bad. And if they do feel bad, I'll be here for them. And it's okay. Like, everything's gonna be okay. You're fine. And I genuinely like being there for people. I love being kind. I don't know why you wouldn't want to be kind. You know, like, if I see someone having a bad day, it's like, well, hey, like, let's make it a little happier, like, let's not make it an absolute shitty day. It doesn't have to be an absolute shitty day, it could just be a slightly shitty day, you know? Like, let's just make it a little better, let's look at a little bit of positives here. Like, what in my brain does that? Where it's like, I was taught to be rude. I was taught to be a dick. I was taught don't care for someone else. And yet I refuse to be all of that. Why do I refuse so adamantly on what I was taught? Why am I not a monkey see, monkey do? Why did I look at that and say that was wrong? And then I continued to do the opposite. I don't get it. What makes me so different? And then on top of that, off topic, where it's like, even if, like, let's say I'm playing a game, right? I'm fucking losing hard. Like, I'm just getting no diffed, right? I'm just getting absolutely pounded. No pause. And I'll just keep going as if I can win, you know? Because what's the point of giving up? Like, I mean, if I'm getting my ass beat, cool. I guess we have no more to lose, you know? Like, might as well go all out. But then when other people are around me and they're getting beat just as bad, they're fucking giving up. Like, ah, it's no use. It's like, that is what I would say is such a coward mentality. Like, you're telling me just because you're losing badly, you're gonna give up? Just because you got some fucking, like, mud all over you and you're covered in cuts and shit, you're just gonna give up? That is some bitch pussy shit. That is such a loser mentality. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes winning means resting. Like for me right now, winning means resting. But I refuse to give up. But then when I see someone else give up just because they're losing, it's like, where's your conviction? Where's your spine? Like, at this point it isn't about winning. It's about sending a fucking message. You know? Like, you're gonna be playing until it says a fucking 0. I hate when people give up before, like, it's over. And it's like, yeah, that's cool. Stop dragging your feet. It's not done yet. Like, I hate that so much. It's like, that's awesome. You're gonna lose. Keep playing just as hard. It goes with games and sports and probably most importantly, life. Where it's like, just keep fucking going. Just don't give up. But anyway, I think that should end my rant. Later, nerds.